What's going on, y'all? I got a message for y'all today. If there's been something that you've been meaning to try, go do it. Don't wait for the conditions to be perfect. Don't wait for the stars and the planets to align and become in alphabetical order. Don't do that, man. Don't wait to the rapture. You know what I mean? Just go and do it. If it wants to be, you know what I mean? If you want it to be some social media stuff, get it done. Just try it. Go. If you buy that camera, if you want to try to do stuff, no matter what it is, go and learn. If you want to learn how to cut hair, go and do it. Go look up some YouTube, or you want to learn how to cook or be a better cook, go out there and do it. You want to have a skill that can make you some money, try to get it. Don't wait for the conditions to be perfect, because 9 times out of 10 it'll never be perfect. If you want to paint or a painter and you want to put it out there, don't wait. Do it. You write poetry? Do it. You want to take photos? You want to be a photographer? Go out there and take good photos with the camera. Go out there and get it. Just try your hardest. Try to be so good that they have no choice but to notice you. Try to be that good. And, don't allow anybody's words of discouragement to stop you. Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people aren't going to have the courage to do that. A lot of people aren't going to have the goal to be able to go outside of their comfort zone, or some would say risk of failure or fear of failure. You can't be afraid of failing, because you're not even really failing. You're just learning to see if you like it or not. You want to see if it's worth it or not. Yeah, depending on your budget, you don't have to go buy the best things. You don't have to buy that. But if it really interests you, if you really think you can go somewhere with that, then I'd invest in the little better quality. The reason why is because you have to try to compete. Yeah, you can have, basic stuff, but that limits you. Yes, the investing may take a little bit longer for you to get it. So depending on what you want, if you want to get it now, then that's what it's going to be. You're going to have to get it now. But if you want to wait, a little bit, like you've been waiting, you might as well start saving up for it now. Start doing it now. If you want to save up for something, start now. If you want to put stocks in, do it now. Don't wait. Who cares if people will judge you? Who cares if people think that what you're spending your money on is dumb? Who cares? Because everybody thinks it's dumb. Me, I'm a photographer. Everybody thought it was dumb. Not necessarily to be a photographer, but to have to buy this expensive thing with expensive lenses just to go out there and have to go and do it. Some people want to buy or invest in something that's just going to immediately make them money. Unless you're buying a miner, it's not happening. Unless you're buying an asset, it's not happening. Not to say that these things aren't assets. Like this DJ Osmo Pocket 3. Look at how much I've already been doing with it since I've gotten it. It's made me a little over $10 on YouTube already, just off of, these couple of videos. So, to some of y'all, that might be nothing. But to me, a whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns. So, I just have to go out there and do it, man. Because maybe one day I'll be able to live off of this. Maybe one day I'll be able to, invest so much of the money that I get from here that I'll be okay after a little while. And you just have to go and do it. People were speaking negatively on my purchases when I bought, some of these cameras and stuff. They looked at me like I was crazy. Like, why would you spend your hard-earned money, hard-worked money for on a camera, on something that you still sit there and have to use? You have to go and upload. You have to buy memory. You have to do all kinds of things added on to it. Why would you do that? You know? But most people would have used the money that I used and just spend it. They spend it on clothes. What's the point of that? Yeah, you look fresh for a little bit until you wash it. Then it's just regular clothes. Your shoes, yeah, that's cool. But how many pairs of shoes do you have? I mean, I use a few pairs of shoes for work, and I have a few pairs of shoes, like 7 to have, split across here and there. So I'm not using the same shoes all the time. Even though I do, I have, my favorite pair that I use most often. So, and you may have to learn how to budget during that time. You may have to, during this time of you trying, you may have to budget. You may have to use that money towards whatever it is you have to do. And sometimes with this photography stuff, you have to invest even more money. You have to buy flashes. You have to, you have to go places where there's something to be photographed. Sometimes that costs money. You want to go to parks, or you want to go to, yes, you can only do so much wildlife photography before it starts being repetitive. And you have to find ways to broaden it. I know there's going to be a lot of people that say you have to niche down, towards one thing. But, if you want to get big and famous fast, sure, that's what you do, man. I'm just trying to do do it however I want. Do it however I thought was going to be cool and fun. Because I get burnt out really fast. I don't want to be burnt out doing something that I like doing. And and after I did Trinidad James, I did photo shoots for different people. I've done a photo shoot for Trinidad James. I went to Complex Con. I've done basketball tournaments. I've done portraits. I've done all kinds of stuff. Pro basketball, women's, and the list is going to go on. I've published 3 times so far. So, I mean, you just got to go and do it. It's only going to be done to the people who are afraid. Don't be afraid. Just go out there, man. It's never going to be the right time. It's never going to be the perfect time. Go.